What's up, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, on this channel we go out and make money, and then I will show you how to spend it. Specifically for this video, we're going to be spending money on traveling. So I'm going to be doing Uber Eats, Grubhub, and DoorDash for today and tomorrow for 10 hours each per day. I was not able to get on the DoorDash schedule today, so it's going to be kind of spotty. Whenever it gets busy, I'm going to jump on the schedule. But so far, I mean, in my past videos, Uber Eats and Grubhub have been paying out the most, so that's where I'm going to be primarily making my money anyway, so I'm not too concerned about DoorDash. So let's get right into it, and let's see how much we can make today working a good 10 hours. It's 11 o'clock, so we're gonna go from 11 to 9. So I started the day off at delivering Mario's donuts to the Magnolia area, and at first I thought it was a pretty solid start to the morning. I also got a stacked order from Grubhub, and anytime I get a stacked order from Grubhub, it's always rock solid. But eventually, as the morning wore on, I noticed that DoorDash was being flaky, and as you can see, it's just not really showing any hotspots. It just wasn't contributing, so the morning overall was slow. Eventually, it came around, and I did get orders from DoorDash, and it did start contributing to my total, but it did eat up most of the morning, and so overall, it was just really slow. And plus, it's a Tuesday, and as always, Tuesday has some restaurants that are closed that are the best for the morning shift. So I just gotta suck it up and just keep going. It's unfortunate, but that's the way it has to be, and I'm just gonna try to make as much money as I can, regardless of factors outside my control. What's up? Time for a quick update. It's 2:30, so we're about 3.5 hours in. It's slowing down a lot right now. The Grubhub was not what I anticipated it to be. Similar to what I anticipated to be similar to last time, which I was getting primarily stacked orders. 90% of the orders I got last time I did Grubhub, which is the first time I did it, was stacked orders. Something also to note was that I actually signed up for blocks last time. This time I didn't sign up for any blocks except for one, and basically maybe that makes a difference. I thought it would be similar to how DoorDash does it. If you don't sign up for a block, you can still schedule on if it's busy. And for Grubhub, I just flipped on that I'm available, and I got a lot of single orders. They were okay. I didn't take any of them. But I was able to get on one block for like an hour, and I was able to get one stacked order. So maybe that makes a difference. I don't know. We'll see maybe tomorrow. I got a couple blocks. Something else is that, yeah, I mean, pace wise, making probably like $30 an hour, which is, I thought I'd be making like more, but whatever. We're just gonna keep going, make as much as we can, and we'll figure out what our budget can go towards once we get a total. So let's just keep moving forward. Moving on to the dinner shift, I get a stacked order from Salt and Straw, and then also later on I get one from Little Woody's, so it becomes a stacked order. And as always, I'm killing it in the dinner shift. This is a little bit before, maybe starting around 4 o'clock, but that's usually when things pick up in my area. And like I said, as always, I'm killing it. Oftentimes I'll average really close to $40, if not more, an hour between 4 to 9. So it picks up from slacking numbers in the lunch shift. So stay tuned now of trying to get money for our budget. And yesterday was a complete letdown. I think I made like $306 total for the 10 hours that I worked, and I was expecting a lot more. Grubhub definitely made a crazy turnaround. It was not the double stacks that I was getting previously, but the last 4 hours, 5 hours or so, I made close to $40 an hour, and that means that the first 5 hours I was making in the low 20s, so that's pretty bad. hopefully things will turn around today. The A lot more restaurants are open today, so we're gonna keep on going. We're gonna try and make as much money as we can, and we'll just deal with it. Deal with what kind of budget we have towards the end. So unlike the previous morning where DoorDash was not even functioning correctly, this morning I was getting a lot better orders, a lot more frequent orders, even more frequent than the past couple times I've gone, because my accepted percentage dropped below 10%, and it was just really flaky. But this morning I was getting very frequent, very consistent orders, and they were pretty rock solid orders, as you can see. And so overall, the morning lunch shift, things just went a lot smoother, and I was making rock solid numbers in terms of contributing to the budget. It was definitely looking like things are going to be a lot better than the previous day, just because the morning's going well, and I always assume that the lunch period goes well, or the dinner period goes well, because that always is really consistent for me in my area. All right, so it was a pretty decent morning. I think I averaged around $30 an hour. It's 3 o'clock right now, 3:15. Okay, so we're doing way better than yesterday, and that's a huge plus. So we're gonna go take a break right now, take a lunch break, and resume for the dinner rush. Dinner rush is always pretty solid, so we're gonna need all our energy for that. I think that yesterday, not being able to get into DoorDash in the morning, that kind of have a little effect. I don't know. I think I should maybe not. Also, I should maybe not do morning and off-peak hours on Mondays and Tuesdays, because that's when all the good restaurants are closed. But sometimes sometimes Mondays and Tuesdays are just more convenient, so I have more time on the other days. I think I'm gonna just think it over. Other than that, today is looking pretty good. We're gonna have a pretty decent budget for the trip, as long as all goes well in the last dinner rush. So the dinner shift was also rock solid. I get a order from Crackle Meat, and I also get a couple orders that stack along with it. And so it was pretty smooth in terms of getting all the orders and delivering it all. It was so smooth, and I was getting such good orders that I couldn't even accept this order from Grubhub. $30 for a stacked order, that's solid. And usually I would accept that, but I already had my plate full with a couple orders from Uber Eats and DoorDash, so I couldn't accept it. But overall, it was rock solid in terms of the total numbers I got. So total for the 2 days, I got $209.25 from DoorDash, $270.05 from Uber Eats, and $159.39 from Grubhub. So as total, that's $643.69, which includes a $5 cash tip from a customer. And so first day wasn't good, but the second day was a lot better. So overall, great. With that as our total, that's how much we're gonna have for our budget for our travel trip. So let's see what we can do. So I decided to go to Anchorage, Alaska, and the ticket was $255, which was not too bad. I mean, there was like too much flooding going on all around the U.S., so I decided to go here. It should be pretty rock solid in terms of like food and everything, because Alaska has a lot of unique access to like Alaskan crab, Alaskan halibut, a lot of seafood. And we decided to go for one night, and that comes out to be $150 for an Airbnb. And I'm gonna just say right now that I actually okay, so altogether I'll have $238 left over for food, and I totally mismanaged it. I thought I was saving good money by taking this bus right here to downtown, so that's only $2. Normally I'm saving like a lot of money off of Lyft and Uber. So that's there and back. It's only $4. I go to this restaurant, Snow Peak Cafe, I think. It was packed. People don't work here. People work different hours. They're like flight attendants, people who work in the shipyard and whatnot. But overall, I probably ate like 4 meals there, and 3 of the meals was around a little bit more than $20, and I left the rest of the money for for a specific restaurant and for a specific dish. And like I said, I mismanaged it, so I'll explain when I get to that clip. So I'm just here hanging out at the park. It's a few more hours until my my flight back, which is around 7 o'clock. And this is a pretty nice park. If you take a look around here, they got some football poles slash goal poles for maybe soccer, and it stretches all the way down. At the very other end, there are like tennis courts. It's a pretty sweet park. I really like it. The one thing I would say I messed up on was that I didn't bring the right clothes. I'm like wearing jeans here. I didn't bring the right clothes to go bike riding. Here there's a lot of stores that you can rent like e-bikes, and there's a lot of really nice trails. I also rented an Airbnb that provided a bike, so then I wouldn't have to pay for one, but I just didn't have the right clothes. So I missed out on that. That's unfortunate, but now you know, and so if you ever come to Anchorage, you can come prepared. Other than that, food is excellent here. Getting all that Alaskan food, Alaskan seafood. I think this was a sweet, great trip. Definitely come here and visit it yourself. All right, here we go. This really nice restaurant is called The Crow's Nest. It's on the 20th floor of this hotel called Captain Cook's, I think. It has like a 360 view of the downtown Anchorage city, so it's fantastic view. And of course, I put all my money into getting the Alaskan crab because crab is awesome. But I didn't call ahead of time, so I didn't really know how much it cost. And it was like $125 a pound, and I can only afford 1 pound. So I got like 3 legs. And looking back on it, I would say that this was not necessarily, I mean, it was really good, but not really worth it in terms of the budget I had. I should have just went with maybe Alaskan halibut, anything Alaskan salmon, something different. You can still get a good experience in terms of the food. But yeah, this was definitely overpriced. I think I could have got a just as great of experience spending that money on a different dish. So that's it for this trip. It was still exciting, still great. I still enjoyed it. Just a little couple little lessons there. And so if you enjoyed this video, go ahead and hit subscribe, and I'll see you on the next video.